Okay. So when we last left off, I had just saved the Citadel, sorry. Thing Krios has passed, sadly. And now we're doing a little bit more Citadel hopping, and then we're going to get to another mission. I do apologize. I keep telling you people we're getting to the quarry and stuff, and I keep meaning to, but I keep going to other missions, apparently. However, the next mission we're at is actually one of the coolest ones and one of my favorites as far as like individual missions go. Now this is kind of sad. This woman is desperately trying to get someone she loves back to Thessia to protect them, and does not even realize that Thessia is going to be smashed in the next few, episodes. So, it's a shame that you don't realize that at the time, but if you think about after the fact, it is just like super psycho tragic that she's trying so hard to get this girl, this daughter of hers, back to Thessia, and Thessia is going to be a wreck in a few months.
We're reeling from the implications. Udina in league with Cerberus trying to murder the council. These are dark days for all of us.
Oh, you're just finally catching on to that.
Working for Udina. Did you ever suspect?
Always rubbed me a little wrong. Still, that traitorous bastard upped me. Probably made me for an idiot. I guess I proved him right.
He's dead and you're still here, Bailey.
Darn right.
Thanks to you. If you hadn't shown up, Udina and Cerberus would be dancing on my grave.
Well, now I'm dancing on theirs, and you can join me.
Thought you'd be in the hospital.
If I'm breathing, I'm working. Probably the worst I've ever been hurt. Fitting, I guess, given the state of the galaxy. But if Cerberus thinks a few slugs is gonna keep me out of action, they've got another thing coming.
I like Bailey.
How does the Citadel fit into the war now?
The war finally found us. This is so far beyond our imagination, and we have been trained to expect the unexpected. Since the coup attempt, folks are shutting down and shutting in. I hear a lot of praying. And crying.
Yep.
They're saying this is the war to end all wars. Well, I haven't seen anything to say they aren't right.
Can this station be defended?
The internal security breaches have been patched, but we're dangerously low on manpower. We're grilling our own people and trying to figure out if Udina acted alone, but it's time-consuming. All in all, we're still vulnerable, but I think we've taken the right steps.
Wish you could get more defense for them.
You and me both, Shepard.
Alright, so now we're moving on to another little scene where I think now we're going to go say hi to Ashley and officially get her to join our forces. Now this poor grunt is getting sent in.
It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant OMB?
No, Private. We are not.
That poor private is so hosed.
Friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garvug. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the
Yeah, well, I'll get that stuff for you. I got the ship for it. And in fact, there's a huge gap in the video footage here because I cut out about 10-15 minutes of me just hopping around the galaxy searching every nook and cranny.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Udina?
You saw me in the hospital. I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
Huh.
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
Well, that'll be the first and last time I wave a gun at my commanding officer.
We stopped Udina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
No.
It's hard to say.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
I don't know. But we don't have a choice.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
Permission granted, Lieutenant. Just keep your gun pointed at the Reapers, okay?
I'd prefer it, thanks.
Grab your gear and find a bunk, Williams.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So Williams
And
is
Ash.
back on board.
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
And you can run it with either Caden or Ashley, because it's essentially the same story either way. I personally prefer Ashley in terms of story, because I think she's a more interesting character. I always thought Caden was a little bit too dry for my personal taste. Then again, when you first meet her in the original Mass Effect, Ashley is about as boring as they get.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Cool.
Udina. That SOB was always power hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Counselor Valorn.
Kai Lang.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Yep.
Kaylee Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he should have begun on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson. It's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
I don't care who he is. Next time we meet, he dies.
Darn right he does.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Hopefully.
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly.
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers.
But
The
how?
question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Pretty much.
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
Darn right.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And the Quarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
So,
Be careful.
we will, as it indicates, get to the Quarian stuff eventually. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get there, but we will eventually get to that, which is the good
Do you
start.
have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned.
And if you've
They
played
didn't
the first
ask
game,
me
you know that an
directly,
Asari
but
Commando Squad
I
is
think
not
High
to be
Command
sneezed
is
at.
hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Now, I cut out a section here where I was just checking some data and talking to a few peoples.
Commander,
Nothing major.
I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Commander, I found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Unless they're indoctrinated and this is a ruse to get Cerberus close to the Crucible.
I'm not suggesting we trust them fully, but it could be worth investigating.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
Give me the short
You
answer.
found them?
I believe so. Yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
Thanks for your time, Commander.
So, now I'm gonna go check my terminal. Not a whole lot of nothing going on. Diane Allers, meet me at the bar from Jack, which I already did. New article on Cerberus. And then there's something about a mole, I guess, I don't know. And then there's Kai Lang's information. Apparently this dude is bad news. Honestly, I don't care. He's still a corpse when I get my hands on him. Alright. And then now we're going to get down plant side and check out what's going on here. Who am I bringing in on this? I know I'm bringing Liara, but I forget who I chose to go alongside. Ashley, yeah. There we go. So I'm equipping Ashley with the heaviest weapons I can give her. In this case, the Revenant, or no, what did I give her? I gave her the Matic or something? Oh, forget it. Lord help me, I can't remember what I armed these people with half the time. There was actually a mission where I sent them all out with the level 1 junk with no upgrades. Kept wondering why they kept getting killed. I was like, yeah, maybe if I equip them decently. Yeah, definitely taking the phalanx with me. Gonna be punching holes in people. Oh no. Yes. I'm taking the big gun. Dropping the phalanx, taking the heavy armament. The Revenant was one of my all-time favorite weapons in the second game. It's a weapon you could only get playing as a soldier, but good lord was that a powerhouse. Now, I'm pretty maxed out with my powers right now. So, just gonna max out the rest of these people. Alright. And we'll equip everybody, get them all geared and kitted out, and then we're heading downstairs. See what's planet side.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Oh boy.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So the Asari throw us at the problem? What's the plan?
Go in and kill everything that moves.
If Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Oh, that's subtle.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari.
Yikes.
That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Well, we're gonna find out one way or another. Plenty of gear, plenty of guns, plenty of power. Let's get downstairs and clean house.
Another shuttle. Still warm.
We're not alone, apparently.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
I have to admit, this was the creepiest level in the game for me. Even the Rachni level did not bother me as much as this.
A little too close.
And I'm not bothered by, dark lights in particular, but the noise and the audio design of this level just freaked me the crap out.
What was that?
Stay sharp.
If it moves, shoot it. If it doesn't move, shoot it anyway. Well, we're not alone, that's for sure. So that's their daily routine, I suppose. Power's out. Sorry's corpsed. I'm guessing that didn't end well.
This was the Commandos' captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map showing the nav point location of a bomb. Some room called the Great Hall.
So the Commandos started the purge after all.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
If there's no survivors. Which, personally, I have doubts about there not being survivors. What am I saying? I know how this ends. Still, at the time when I played this, the first thing that went through my mind was we're assuming there's no survivors. Entire teams of Asari commandos, an entire building filled with high-power Asari biotics, and there's no survivors. Don't buy that. I said open, you stupid door. When I say open, you obey. God, the Revenant is such a huge freaking gun. I love that thing.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
Samara.
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
Crap.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them.
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Alright, well then let's go
together.
find them.
Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them.
That's screwed up. Think about not seeing your kids for 200, 300 years.
We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Now, if there's one person you don't mess with, it's Samara. There's a lot of things in this world you don't do. You do not mess with a psychotic, lunatic, Asari biotic warrior. She's not making it.
Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it.
So I gotta go deliver that. It makes me wonder if I'm not spending half the game being the bearer of bad news.
We need them on our side.
Well, the Sorry Commandos is big time for this.
Agreed.
Darn right they do. Oh yeah. Now's the bad time. These are without a doubt, I think, the most hated enemies in the game. They're not only the most dangerous, but undeniably the most difficult to kill. They're mutated, reaper-fied Asari. And specifically Ardat Yakshi. Apparently they make great high-level commandos or some junk. Out of the way, Ashley. Yes. Taste the Revenant. When the dead come back to life, it puts them back in the grave. Ow. That had to hurt. Didn't even get a chance to get at me. Just sort of like stood up, walk over, wham, you fly through the air and I shoot you in the face. My shields are powerful. You'll not breach them that easily. Slam is a good technique if you're looking to just buy yourself a little breathing room while you deal with some problems. It's not a heavy hitter like it was in the last game. In fact, in the last game, on most normal, unshielded human opponents, it was typically an instant kill.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
Looks to me like they took your Ardat Yakshi and turned them into monsters. So essentially making bigger monsters out of other monsters.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Valer, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have been...
Mother, they have Rila.
Okay, we got problems.
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Valere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Well then, we need to free them and get the hell out of here, don't we?
Find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Valere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Valere?
I'm sorry.
It's alright. Can't say I'd blame her under the circumstances.
The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
Well then, let's get moving. It's a shame Shepard can't do that, but
we'll meet you there.
I'm willing to bet money they tried that at one point and it broke the game's physics. Having Shepard being able to jump off of balconies and fly would probably have led to some interesting game-breaking bugs, I'm sure.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Well, then we need to find another way down.
Jethro, this is Galley. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Ceci later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
So whatever was happening in the galaxy, they tended to ignore it, just in case things got out of hand. But that's where we're going to stop for today, and we'll pick up here next time with the end of this level, maybe another level, and then hopefully we'll finally get to the Quarian fun. See you guys then. This is Mega Max.